Who's Thomas Edison and his inventions? Thomas Edison was an American inventor, scientist, and businessman, who is widely known as one of the most prolific inventors in history. He was born on February 11, 1847, in Milan, Ohio, to a family of modest means. His father, Samuel Edison, was a shingle maker and his mother, Nancy Elliott Edison, was a schoolteacher. Edison was the youngest of 7 children and grew up in Port Huron, Michigan, where he attended school for only a few months. His education was largely self-directed, and he spent much of his youth reading books and conducting experiments. He was fascinated by science and technology and was always eager to learn more. Edison was married twice and had 6 children. His first wife was Mary Stilwell, whom he married in 1871. They had 3 children together, Marion, Thomas Jr., and William. Unfortunately, Mary died in 1884, and Edison remarried in 1886 to Mina Miller. They had 3 children together, Madeline, Charles, and Theodore. Edison's inventions were numerous and varied, and he is credited with over 1,000 patents in the United States alone. Some of his most significant inventions include the phonograph, the incandescent light bulb, and the motion picture camera. He also made important contributions to the development of the telegraph, the telephone, and the electric power industry. Edison's early inventions were focused on improving telegraph technology. He worked as a telegraph operator in his youth and was interested in finding ways to improve the system. One of his early inventions was a telegraph repeater, which allowed signals to be transmitted over longer distances without losing strength. This invention helped to revolutionize the telegraph industry and made long-distance communication more practical and efficient. In 1877, Edison invented the phonograph, which was a device that could record and play back sounds. This invention was a breakthrough in audio technology, and it allowed for the first time the possibility of recording and reproducing sound. Edison's phonograph was the first practical device of its kind, and it laid the foundation for the modern recording industry. Edison is perhaps best known for his work on the incandescent light bulb. He began working on this invention in the late 1870s and spent years experimenting with different materials and designs. Edison created a device called the tassometer, which had a remarkable ability to measure infrared radiation. He was inspired to develop it to measure the heat emitted by the solar corona during the total solar eclipse on July 29, 1878. Despite his efforts, Edison found no viable mass-market use for the tassometer and therefore did not patent it. In 1879, he finally succeeded in creating a practical and reliable incandescent light bulb that could be mass-produced. This invention was a breakthrough in the field of electrical lighting and had a profound impact on the world. In 1891, Thomas Edison and his employee William Kennedy Dixon collaborated to invent the kinetograph, a motion picture camera. While Edison worked on the electromechanical design, Dixon focused on photographic and optical development and is largely credited for the invention. Edison later created the kinetoscope, a peephole viewer for short films, which became popular in penny arcades. The kinetograph and kinetoscope were publicly exhibited for the first time on May 20, 1891. In 1896, Edison marketed the Vitascope, manufactured by Thomas Armad, for public screenings of motion pictures in New York City. He also synchronized motion pictures with voice soundtracks on cylinder recordings for later exhibitions. Edison's other notable inventions include the motion picture camera and the electric power industry. His work on the motion picture camera helped to pave the way for the modern film industry, and his contributions to the electric power industry helped to make electricity more widely available and affordable to the general public. Edison's legacy continues to be felt today, and his inventions have had a profound impact on the world. His work helped to shape the modern world and laid the foundation for many of the technological advances that we enjoy today. He is a true American icon, and his contributions to science and technology will never be forgotten. Thomas Edison's reported final words, as documented in Neil Baldwin's book Edison, Inventing the Century, were that Edison, inventing the century, which he said after coming out of a coma shortly before his death. Thomas Edison died on October 18, 1931, at the age of 84 in West Orange, New Jersey, United States.